From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys have really hit their stride, winners in 7 of their last 9. On the other side, Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
After what we saw last week, over 400 yards passing, the obvious thing is to go talk to him. I want to talk to his receivers, and boy, were they enthusiastic about what happened then, and they can't wait for this week's game.
He was hitting them outside, over the middle, everywhere, and for his efforts, of course, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Mike Gesicki with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading him out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remote.
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Boy, Charles, a lot of action right out of the gate. The 2 teams barely off the buses. We've already had the touchdown and now the interception.
Yeah, whatever happened to the feeling out process? You know, kind of throw a few jabs out there, kind of circle the ring a little bit. Both of them throwing haymakers right out of the gate. And the second one was an interception that may cost them.
That's Ronnie Hickman who was there for the tackle. Now 2nd and 9.
11 Thomas.
They go play action with Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
On 1.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Gun. Stop. Right 80. Stop.
From midfield now, Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
11 MT.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. A quick throw there is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Browns defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Now it's Burrow. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
A 48-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Browns offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he enters this final weekend of the regular season as the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And a ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Come on.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
19 tight.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Now Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready.
To throw is Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready. Warriors, Panther 60, Panther 60, Maverick, 60.
Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Watson. This one is complete to Jenkins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
34-yard line. 7 Pirates, 7. Let's go now. Go.
Again, it's Watson. checks it down to Jenkins. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Check Cowboy 80. Hey, smash Bronco.
Back to throw, Watson. On the slant, this is Chark. And the Browns are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
18 Cardinal.
Here's Watson. Now a run here off the RPO. And Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. And that's a big number. It is going to be touchdown pass number 50 for him on the year. Just 5 shy now of Peyton Manning's all-time mark for most touchdown passes in one season. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And as we enter the final slate of games of the regular season, he's trying to hold on and capture the crown as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. A quick pass here. He's got Shepard. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be second down.
A gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the Browns' 47-yard line.
And Burrow going to throw again. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. You look at this Browns defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Joey Bosa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So on 4th down, Ryan Rico on to punt for the Bengals. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Browns offense and their quarterback Deshaun Watson set to take over once more. And he's come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in the numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. The Browns drive about to get started. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from it.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
19-18.
Now it's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he won't get to the markers. They're going to stop it for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage. They'll try it now with Jenkins. And he is not going anywhere. They stop it for no gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Burrow will throw. That's taken in by Higgins.
Complete to number 5, T. Higgins. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
12.
This 2nd and 4. Burrow looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now Burrow.
11-18.
And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Come on.
Watson now to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After one, 17-7 to score on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Ready, go.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. DJ Chark from 4 yards out. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Browns 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now it's Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Burrow. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. He gets this into the hands of Judkins. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. The Browns at 11-5 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Cardinals. 19 Tiger.
On 1st down is Judkins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year, with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip.
18 Cardinal. Hurt. Dragon 60.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Offense is moving a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
From the gun, here's Watson. Open man, that's Tillman. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, it's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well, because
because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 50, it's Watson. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
That's once again complete to Chark. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
A give. Here's Jenkins. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now Watson. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns have taken the lead. In the second quarter and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard
Here we go.
line.
From the gun, a give to Brown. Shouting through the defense. Down to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Big 13.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just float from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Come on, come on. Panther Street. Gravity line.
Here's Watson. And it's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First down.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Jenkins going to run it out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson. This one into the hands of DJ Sharp. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Give up the middle, Jenkins. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Deputy! 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Bronco 80. Go!
Once again, Jenkins. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
60 Bobcats. Bronco 80. Panther 11. Panther 11. Buffalo 86.
Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the 1st half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice.
T. Higgins, 65 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Watson off play action. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
To throw is Watson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Now it's Watson. Now he's going to step up and run. Pass caught. He's got Tillman. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Browns.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Watson looks to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
Warriors 17. Here we go. Set. 19 Charger. 19 Charger. 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Bengals 24.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Joey Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
At the 29-yard line.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. It's January 4th. Are we still within the range we can say Happy New Year? Well, Happy New Year. This is it. Week 18. Everything to play for. Let's roll. Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, the Steelers at home to take on the Ravens in the AFC North. And this is the big man, Derrick Henry. He's going to take it in, 18 yards away, it's a touchdown. The Ravens are in as the division champs. They finish off the regular season in style. Next, it's the Windy City. We'll check in on the Bears. They're hosting the Detroit Lions. And it's Jared Goff looking for and finding his tight end, Sam Laporta. 16 yards on the touchdown pass. Lastly, let's go to MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants taking on the Cowboys. And this is Darius Slayton. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. 77 yards for the touchdown. This one tied up 16-16 at halftime. With that, a look here at the playoff picture in the NFC here in this final week of the regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
When they went to the tunnel with a lead, they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
An inside run with Jenkins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. For week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Looking to throw on second down. Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Ready? 70 Lions. Mustang 19.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Burrow on play action. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. What is that?
An inside give, Brown. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Burrow. Out to the right here to Shepard. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
11.
Right back to Brown. And he has met half the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
11 empty.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Carson Schlesinger with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So now on comes the field goal unit. And, wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll bring him back within 4. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, a field goal is going to be enough because, as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Watson now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll get this complete to Tillman. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for a Browns first down. A gain of 27 on the play. And the Browns first down.
Get it. Cowboy 80.
They'll give it to Jenkins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Out of the gun, Watson. He'll swing this out to Jenkins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Okay,
from
ready?
the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Gotta be lying.
Back to throw. Watson. Now he's going to step up and run. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
27.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks to see if they can get the score. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Hardman on the return. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
Go street. Rig alert. Rig alert. Ready.
First down, right back to Jenkins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Crack all 80. Crack him 60. 19 Lions.
From the 39, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Ready! Ready!
They'll run from the gun. It's Judkins. And they'll get this down to the 10. 79 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Hey, smash! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Let's go!
Right back to him on first down. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
60 Maverick! Japanese! Viking 18!
On second and goal, Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Robert Tonyan, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns take the chance on fourth and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now.
27.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. T. Higgins out on offense for the rest of his teammates for this next drive.
Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team, because every play he makes, it means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. That feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 3.
Burrow will throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
On 1, ready? Here we go. Wide 80.
To the air again, Burrow. his man Chase complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this. And you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
It's a gain of 6.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. 180, stop.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
At their own 4-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
18, Pioneer.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he rifles one incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Back to throw, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. To the 43, 2nd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Gun. 12.
Burrow now off the bootleg. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Browns are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. After the interception, here's Watson. Checks it down to Judkins. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quicker.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
On the handoff, this is Judkins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
They'll run. This is Judkins. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
13 more yards. That's another Browns first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Browns.
Ready, go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
2 yards.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Cowboy 80, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Warrior 70.
Here's Watson. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Ready. Bronco 80. 79 Broncos. Ready, right?
Watson. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
Ready. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Now Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cedric Tillman, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. So that is going to tie an NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. It was first done by Sid Luckman of the Bears in 1943, then by Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 54, and now that mark equaled here in this one. Extra point attempt to come here. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace where the other offense are going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's good for a Bengals.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Able to find Higgins. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
11 Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 16-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. Well, there's that man again. It's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
11 Thomas.
3rd down. Here's Brown. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown from 8 yards out. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
52. Bengals 34.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. And Watson's going to throw it here. Open man, that's Tillman.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Browns, a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss means they'll finish up the regular season at 10-7. And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.